This is one of the most ambitious things we've done, if not the most ambitious, because it's never really been done before. Or at least hasn't been done very often, certainly not on a TV show, but we've already started, Akis and I have already started walking around the camp trying to map out where we think people could be and mapping out what we think the camera could be doing. The thing that they could do to bring them over here, let's say there's like half a pile of rocks right there, and if I could bring them over here, even though we're following Matthew, right. But there's a pile of rocks here, and they come to bring a few more rocks around this fire. Now, of course, things are going to change throughout the day, but just right off the bat, right now, we're starting to figure out who's going to stand where, how they walk to where they go, because you want to have movement throughout the whole thing. So right now what we're doing, you can see over here, the audio guys are trying to figure out where they can hide, because normally when you just shoot in one direction and the whole crew kind of stands behind the camera. Well, in this case, the camera's going to be moving literally everywhere. So there's no place for people to hide, or at least very few places for people to hide. So that's what they're trying to figure out now, is how they cannot be seen. And that's going to be the challenging part. So, in case you need to, I'm serious. You're going to need to have a green screen on standby. You just need to give up on it. It's no big deal. It doesn't affect you. It doesn't have to take out anything out of your budget. And just put people behind a green screen. For the next few minutes, we're going to be kind of walking through it ourselves. And there's going to be probably 4 or 5 hours of rehearsal with the cast. We're going to be rehearsing for the next several hours. It's going to be clunky. It's going to be like theater, you know, when you're first getting on the stage, you're mapping things out and figuring out where people are walking to and where they're going to stand. And so I've given this kind of speech before, but it's never been more true than it is now, which is you just have to all really be patient. And the Steadicam, and then hopefully we get off 4 shots by the end of the day, but I won't. As of this point, I have no idea how the day is going to go. I will let you know later.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be a challenge. Whatever it is, it will certainly be a challenge. But it's one of those challenges that you're kind of like, yeah, I'm ready for this. I'm excited.
It's like theater, actually. In theater, you don't get to stop and go again.
What happens if you mess up in this tape?
You ruin the day for everybody.
Yeah, we have to start all the way over. Yeah.
So
no pressure.
I will not be stuffing up. Hopefully.
And once we get to just the sitting down part, where everyone is just sitting around the fire, then I think that'll be the easier part. But before that, all the action involves getting to that point with the camera and the people and all of that. I think it's exciting, but maybe tricky, but we'll see.
So today was one of those days where today was a chosen day, and I'll explain why. So we decided to shoot the first 15 pages of episode 3 in one shot. So typically we've done what's called a oneer, which is, it's called one take, where the camera is just rolling for the entire take, all the dialogue in that scene, and then when you're done with that one shot, that's the end of the scene. You don't do any cuts or edits. So we've done that a few times in The Chosen. If you think back to like episode 1 of season 1, when Simon and Andrew are walking through a neighborhood and they're talking to each other and the camera never moves, you know, the camera just follows them, or pulls them, as we say, and there's no edits or anything like that. So we've done that a few times, but very few people have ever done, certainly not in a TV show, maybe in movies, but never in a TV show, a 15-minute plus one shot. Now, what happens when you decide to do that? Well, the good news is you could potentially save yourself a lot of editing time, potentially save yourself even a lot of shooting time, because typically we do 15 pages over the course of 2 or 3 days. Now we're doing it in one day, so that can be a good thing. The bad news, the really challenging news, is that you only get one shot, right? So we do it a few times because we know that there's going to be some mess ups, but our Steadicam operator, for example, the guy who's holding this big rig, you know, we brought in this guy to do it, who has a special Steadicam rig that allows him to move more freely for this whole scene. I mean, he's carrying 60 pounds, you know, essentially on his back for this whole scene. So that's really challenging. First take doesn't go well. Second take really doesn't go well. And then we decide we're going to have to just wait because the shadows now are coming. So now you can actually see the shadows of the camera guys on the actors while they're filming. So we have to just wait for the sun to go down so we can get this sunset shot. And now we've only got one opportunity. There's no more tries again. All right, let's nail this. Your foam rolled out. Body's ready. I believe in you. All right, here we play.
Here we go. And action!
And it ended up, long story short, we got the shot in that last minute, literally as the sun was going down. And it looks way more beautiful than it would have looked had we gotten it earlier in the day. And so in many ways you just think, God, was this your plan all along? You just didn't want us to get in the way and of your plan to have this beautiful scene done at the right time? Who knows, but it sure feels like it. And so about halfway through the day I was feeling morbid, and by the end of the day we finally got the shot. We were cheering and, you know, kind of hugging each other, celebrating each other because we finally pulled it off. And so I'm in a much better mood than I was a few hours ago. So we try to do crazy things, these kinds of things that we don't normally do, that people don't normally do. We figure, you know what, you know, the fact that this show even exists is crazy. It's impossible math that we're even having the opportunity to do this. So let's keep doing the impossible. We serve a God who does the impossible, and this show is about a man who did the impossible. So we're going to keep doing impossible things for this show and for him. And today was one of those days. So see you tomorrow night. Beautiful, beautiful job, everybody. Thank you so much. We got it the last second. So, good work. Hey there, I'm Dallas. I'm the creator of The Chosen. And if you haven't seen season 1 or if you want to see season 2, you got to get The Chosen app. It's free. It's easy. You don't even need a subscription. Go check it out.